On this episode, we talk about staging, my favorite movie, and the most important thing you can do to help sell your home. Thanks for watching Ask a Realtor episode 5. My name is Jason Cassity with City Consulting Group in downtown San Diego. Thanks for the questions on hashtag Ask a Realtor on Twitter. Keep them coming. I got my first personal question, which I'm going to answer on this episode. And I love interacting, so keep the questions coming. We need questions to make a show. And episode 5, fun fact about the number 5, I couldn't really come up with one. If you have one, leave it in the comments below. All I got was the Maroon 5 and Jackson 5 had the name with 5 in it. And then I guess you have 5 senses, so there's that. Unless you're Bruce Willis, then you live in the 6th sense. That was a bad one. Let's just go. Question 1.
Is professional home staging really worth it?
Question 1, is staging my home really worth it? Yeah, I think so. It's definitely a case-by-case basis. Everybody's home's different. I think staging your home is good. It's going to help you. If it's worth it or not is completely based on the situation. There's going to be cookie cutter homes that if they're vacant, it's okay, kind of, because people can imagine what the furniture will look like if it's very square, cookie cutter, or whatnot. A lot of times with the condos that we have here in downtown, we get odd shapes where you'll have maybe like a diagonal wall and a skinny part, and a lot of times people have problems visualizing how the furniture is going to look in there, and they might just pass on that house. So in those type of circumstances, I do think it's really worth it, almost necessary. You can't have those type of homes vacant. I think a lot of the high-end stuff too, just having high-end stuff vacant isn't a great look. You usually want to stage that type of, those type of listings. But yeah, if you have a very cookie-cutter home that's, it's not tough to visualize where the furniture is going to go, you may not need it. Not everyone's going to need it, but I do think it's worth it. And I think, the NAR did a report, the National Association of Realtors, that homes that are staged sell for about 1% more than homes that aren't staged. So, do a calculation there. If your staging costs $5,000 and your sell price is $300,000, you're only going to get $3,000 more. Maybe it's not worth it for you. But if it's the other way around, and you can do your staging for $1,000 and you're going to get $3,000 more, then yeah, it is worth it. I think where staging comes in to really play is the market time. Homes that are staged usually, in my opinion for sure, but usually photograph much better, and they're just more appealing to the eye. So when you're looking on Zillow or Trulia or whatnot, when buyers are looking on Zillow and Trulia, they're going to see homes that are staged, and they're going to want to come see that home in person. It's just more inviting. And so obviously the more eyes you get on your home, the more people you get inside, the more likely you are to get an offer before another home that might be like cold or uninviting. So I think where you really see the benefit of staging is your reduced market time. So case-by-case basis, great question. I do think it's very valuable, and you can do a cost analysis to see if it's worth it. A good realtor will be able to kind of walk you through it. Side note, I think decluttering sometimes, if you already have furniture in there, that's just as important as staging a vacant home. It's a whole other topic, we'll get into it, but thanks for the question.
What is your favorite movie?
Question 2, what's my favorite movie? Thank you for asking a personal question on Ask a Realtor. I love the interaction. I have 2. It's more like 1A and 1B though. It's not 1 and 2. 1A is definitely Gladiator. All-time great. I'm just going to leave it here. We all know what Gladiator is. 1B, it's going to throw you for a little bit of a curveball here, but it's A Walk to Remember. Shout out to Shane West. Shout out to Mandy Moore. You guys put cinematic greatness up on the screen, and 2 places at once, boom, all-time great scene right there. I challenge you, as you're laughing right now, to leave a comment below if you got through that movie with a dry eye, because if you say that, I will call you a liar. Just kidding, I might not call you a liar because that's mean, but that is a great movie. All-time favorite, 1B, walk to remember. Next question.
What's the most important factor to consider when selling a home?
What's the most important factor in selling my home? Good question. It's a loaded question. Truthfully, there's so many things that go into selling a home. The most important factor, in my opinion, is definitely pricing. No matter what you do, no matter how good I am or how good another realtor is, if I'm forced to overprice a home by $100,000, in the market, it's not going to sell. There's nothing I can do that's going to cause someone to spend $100,000 over what the market says that home should be worth. I always say when I'm out with clients, there's nothing I can do that's going to make you spend $500,000. It's really just your preference as to what you're feeling more to buy. There's really nothing I can do to make you spend over $100,000 more than what it's worth. So really, the pricing of the home is the most important factor to getting your home sold. Vice versa, if I underprice the house by $100,000, that thing's going to go off the market. People are going to jump all over it, and anybody could have done that because you're way under the market. So pricing's definitely the most important factor. That's why it's important to get with someone who knows the local market. Not just look on Zillow at the comps. Pull an MLS comp range, a CMA, comparative market analysis, to see what other homes have been selling for, and even get together with a real estate professional, because there's probably a lot of off-market sales that are even happening that you might not see on a Zillow or Trulia or something like that. Realtors might not even see them on the MLS. It's just knowing the area that you're in is very important. Yeah, pricing's definitely number one. There's other big factors. Your marketing, in this day and age, you have to have professional photography on your listings. That's going to Zillow, Trulia. All the eyes are, on the photography. So if you have bad photography, you could get skipped over. I think everything down to negotiation and video strategy and social media strategy and Google AdWords and Facebook dark posts and millions of different other things are going to come into play. But the biggest single factor would be pricing. You got to price right. You only get one shot at it. If you price too high and then you come down, then you have a price reduction. It could look like you're trying to unload it. So then buyers coming in will say, oh, they've reduced their price. Let's see if they can go a little bit more. It causes a whole mess, and vice versa. If you price too low and you try to go up, it could turn people off. You just got to hit that on the nail right out of the gate. So thanks for the question. Thanks so much for watching Ask a Realtor episode 5. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel on the subscribe button, which I think is right about here. I will make sure I link up the other videos below, episodes 1 through 4. Visit me at Twitter at @jcassity, or use the hashtag #AskARealtor. I'll do my best to answer your questions. Love the personal touch. I love interacting with everybody, so keep them coming. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, all the social media. I'll link all that below as well. And you keep asking questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks.